Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 17. So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, I think we had a few plans as far as moving forward in this base is concerned. So we did say that we wanted to try and add to our security in some way during each of the episodes, just to make sure that we're always staying safe from the steadily increasing aggressors. So we've got this turret ready to go. We need the steel for it as well, so there is a little bit of steel up here, 114, which is gonna be nearly enough, roughly enough. So we're gonna be working on that. At the same time, we've also got plenty of sandstone as well, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the wall out a little bit since we can actually build on it right now. I'm gonna go with this wall. And the reason for that is because we can actually defend this spot here if they come through simply by standing in our defensive position. So we're going to go with that one. Let those guys finish that while everybody else goes and mines. Hopefully we've got it set up so people are actually mining and constructing simultaneously. Gosling is cleaning, which once he's done that job, I mean, he won't have to do it as much as he's doing it right now. We got bulk goods traders, a caravan. It's a pretty big one as well. Looks like tribes people though, so I'm not sure if they're going to have everything that we want, but you know, it's worth checking out. It's hard to know what we really want right now anyway, to be honest. I guess better weapons is a thing, but as I mentioned, just wanted to check the turret's switched on. Switch that back off. As I mentioned, I don't think the tribes people are going to have decent weapons. So our warden is Butler. So Butler, can you trade with White? Let's see what you've got. I mean, there's a chance that you've got weapons, but nope, you do not. Okay, so as for purchasing items, they sell food, don't need food. What else do they sell? Milk, cloth, and buffalo wool. Don't need any of that. We've got all of our hides that we could sell them. They're selling one herbal med at a ridiculous price, so we'll leave that alone. Could sell them a little bit of our smoke leaf. Sure, we'll sell them a little bit of that. I'm going to come back down and go from the top as well as far as selling stuff. In fact, I might as well just do that now. So sell you these weird stacks, I think. I always hate these weird stacks. So we'll get rid of those. It's a nice little bit of profit as well for doing it, for just cleaning up. Cloth. We will sell you our cloth for the time being, as well as all of these 20 or less leathers and furs. Keep our herbal meds. Kind of really need that kind of stuff. And you've got 1,000, so we're not even slightly at risk of running out of money to get from you. Sell all of our tattered stuff. We could actually figure out what is tattered and purchase it. As long as it is a hat. Then it's not going to cost us an arm and a leg. Maybe if it's pants, then we could buy some pants. Hang on. Tattered apparel. Oh, it's multiple people. Alright, well, screw it. So, somebody needs to bring this silver in at some point. But for the time being, not in any rush. Fine selling a fair bit of that wood, because we've got plenty, and apparently we're chopping down a fair bit of it as well to construct this wall, so that's going to be nice. We haven't actually had any people coming into sap just yet, which is also a good thing. It seems like they might not actually come into sap until we've actually got a wall worth sapping. So there is that. This granite. It is granite. So we could deconstruct this wall here. And I suppose we might as well. Plenty of steel though. So we could think about putting down deadfall traps as well. The corners of the base are pretty much where I want to put it initially. just because people are bound to take cover around this area. I want to deter them from doing that by killing anybody who tries. So, like, filling this corner with traps just so that they can't take cover there seems like a plan and a half. We haven't actually got power running to Butler's room. Should fix that. So let's run it up this way. I don't want to run it down along this bit because we're trying to switch off any power along this defensive position. So we'll use some of the steel we've mined out there to finish off that power line and give Butler a nice little bit of light in her room. That would be nice. Okay. We actually don't have power to our research bench either. We could think about doing research. Electric smelting. Trade caravan's leaving. Goodbye. It's been nice knowing you. Should also put some deadfall traps along here and along here as well. And along these corners. Because essentially as they pathfind through, they'll take the path of least resistance, which usually means cutting right across the sides. So we can make use of our knowledge of artificial intelligence and how much of it min-maxes to place down our traps strategically, as it were. But there does come a point where the AI notices that their fellow colonists are taking hits from deadfall traps and will spot them and take the long route round. They're not entirely stupid, but they are a little silly. Okay, looks like Brown's actually finally managing to get some of this stone block out of the way as well. We did want to move a lot of that, and in fact, I'm tempted to order somebody to go do it. Specifically somebody who's cleaning dirt right now should probably haul some of these steel chunks away. Stone chunks. And it helps out anybody doing crafting in the time being. Alright, looks like it's bedtime. We got ourselves some food coming in. We do. Good, good. 5 fine meals, 7 simple meals. That'll keep us going for quite some time. Is that actually our bills? It is. Okay. We're currently doing a do until you have 5 on the fine meals. Do until you have 6 on pause at 3, I think. Go a little bit higher. And 9 simple meals seems fine. On pause at 3 seems fine. So we're going to have 6 meals at all times by the looks of things, which is enough to keep anyone fed who wants to feed. Almost finished this back wall off. Nobody made mention of what might be in here. There's usually a pop-up that tells you. So maybe there's nothing in here? I find that hard to believe though, because rooms like this nearly always have something horrible in them. Maybe at some point we will open up one of these walls, and if it's got something in it, we'll run back and turn our power on and just be ready to fight whatever pops out. Because they will have like charge rifles and things like that, which will absolutely destroy us, but they might be really useful for us all the same. Hey, there we go. We got light. Okay, what does everybody think to their rooms? Because I'd like to improve it. Yours is decent, yours is decent, yours is mediocre, decent, decent. Nice, as long as they're clean, they're decent. That's the impression I'm getting. You don't even have a plant pot in yours. That's not very fair now, is it? Let's go for furniture. Let's get ourselves... I think we're making these out of sandstone, is that right? It is. Sandstone plant pot. Get one of those in there. Wouldn't mind giving everybody a little piece of artwork as well. That'd be nice. But what can you do? Until then. Shoddy. Whatever. I'm sure it'll still be decent once the plant is placed upon the pot. Let's have a look. It got slightly dirty. Do you see it got slightly dirty in the impressiveness? Quite dramatically changed. That is something to be aware of. We could fix that, actually. What we could do is we could go with sandstone flooring, flagstone. And that'll actually speed up our movements. It'll look nice, and I think it will reduce the amount of dirt that's tracked into anybody's bedroom at the time. Just because they're not walking on dirt. What we'll do then is we will finish this little bit of sandstone off so that we've at least got a wall around everywhere except for our defensive point, and then I will actually go and start putting flooring around it. It'll just speed everybody up, make them a little bit more efficient, and hopefully it'll tread a lot less dirt around the colony. I think it works that way. Not quite sure. I think there's always guaranteed dirt to be tracked in, but if most of it is in and around this area, then all the better. Yeah, it stops Gosling just straight up cleaning dirt as well, which is always a good sign. So I'm hoping that Butler, because she's actually sitting, yeah, her comfort goes up whenever she starts cooking. So she's going to be luxuriantly comfortable near at all times. Gregorina is throwing a party. Everybody who goes will gain joy and a social energy and a lasting positive mood boost. As you can maybe tell, everybody's got a positive mood boost at the moment. But, ooh, that's masochist and a little bit of pain. Ooh, that's actually really good. The more scars Adrian has, the better mood she ends up being in. Huh, because the masochist. That's interesting. How's that smoke leaf coming along? Running low. We can also wall this bit off as well, and we can start sticking doors on here, and that means that no animals are going to come in and start eating all of our food, which is why we've got this weird staggering of veg and other materials. It's pretty much the animals have been eating it, or something has been setting fire to it, that kind of thing. So we can fix that. There we go, that's a decent amount of deadfall traps coming in. We do have a little bit more steel here actually, so I'm going to order that bit to be mined out. Next bit I think is this bit over here. And I'm going to do the 3-door thing here, and we're going to leave this door open at all times. But what I can do, since we're not actually min-maxing it all that much, I can actually probably put some doors on each side so that we can leave them shut, but also allows us to not have to go around. We can just go straight down and through, that kind of thing. And in theory, that should be fine security-wise. It should take them a long time to get in. And if they do all attack from the south, for example, and start attacking the doors, if we've got them as like sandstone doors or something like that, they'll take 9 hours to break down. And that'll give us enough time to move our turrets down and place them around the doors so that we can defend that point instead. And I think that'll be quite fun. Okay. Guys, there's only so much smoke leaf. I guess if you're in a foul mood, go right ahead, but I'm pretty sure you're not. I think you're just doing it for the sake of it. So, mostly done on that little bit of the wall. Quite impressed with the progression we've made today. Almost finished our walls, added to our security quite significantly. We need to do the same on this side as far as deadfall traps are concerned as well, so we're going to have to probably mine this out at some point. There we go, looks like the last little bit is in. So I'm going to order some sandstone flagstone to be placed down here. And they'll finish that off and then they'll go do the sandstone stuff. This flagstone should go down this way, and then like so. That's the plan anyway. And then we could actually plant some flowers here. It's going to make the area look a lot nicer. So like growing zone, we'll do it here and here. Make these. What do we want? Is there not roses? I thought there was roses. Oh, there they are. Roses. We'll have some roses. And that'll add to the beauty of the area. So when this area gets blood-stained, it will be slightly countered by the flowers, in theory. Who knows? Would you look at that? Because I think even these... Oh no, they're not. These ones that are in bloom are giving +3 on the beauty. As you can tell, the beauty is not great at the moment. We can counter that though. Group of travellers are passing by. Go for it. Okay. So, I mean, this is kind of not terribly important. We could still be doing with doubling up the size of our walls, but I want to do this. This seems like a nice thing to do. I want to make this place look a lot nicer than it is. I'd prefer to not have to roof this area off so it's a lot brighter down the corridors, but can't always get what you want. What are these here? Granite. So, I'm actually providing a 0 beauty right there. Apparently the power line is -2. Interesting. That's fair enough. Not really much we can do about that. As long as it's inside the walls, though, we can reduce that beauty debuff, which is why we don't run power lines straight through people's rooms. In this particular case, this wasn't meant to be a prison room, so you can disregard that particular instance. Yeah. Gregorina. Now working on the electric smelting, which should get us to the cremation and allow us to clean up the pile of corpses, and in the future as well. We don't have to put them there, we can just run them straight in and cremate them. Should be nice. And the harvest of heal roots coming in, which is really good. We've got 20 at the moment. That'll do for a harvest as it stands. We've still got a little bit left to go as well. These are about 70%, 80% nearly, which is pretty good. So getting that harvest in, working out. Could do with hunting all of the animals inside our walls as well. Pretty soon our walls are going to be closed off, so getting them out is a good idea for now. So, if I look at... And there's slight dirt in there, apparently. And it's clean in there. You can see the dirt is actually building up on the flagstone now instead. Also, the movement speed at the bottom left says 100%, whereas dirt is 87, so there's a slight little speed buff. We're being sieged. Oh boy. How do we want to take care of this? That's a lot of people. As far as our weapons are concerned, they've got pump shotgun, pistols, pump shotgun, chain shotgun, pump shotgun, heavy SMG, slate club, steel shiv, bolt action rifle. There's only one person here who is capable of a decent ranged attack. So, with our bolt action rifles at hand, And potentially our LMG as well. I'm not sure what the range is on this thing. I don't know if this will tell me. Quality, beauty, I think it's the weapon. Accuracy, ranged, cooldown. Range 25.9 as opposed to the bolt action rifle, which is 37. And I saw somebody had a heavy SMG, so their range is 18. So their range 18 to our 37 gives them a situation where they have to close in the gap. So what we could do is when they build their sandbags and defenses and stuff like that, we can place ourselves outside of their range and force them away from their cover. And that should hopefully be good. We're going to solve that in the next episode though, because we have run on just long enough. So if you have enjoyed the content and you want to see more, then be sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little bell icon, because that'll give you notifications when the next videos go live. I do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.